Let's begin with Gabby. Gabriella, please stand up and remain right there for a second. Yeah, Gabby is a knowledgeable and passionate advocate for all living things who seeks to educate and inspire others to do so too. She particularly loves her dogs, Cassie and Dozer, Snake, Coffee, and Axolotl, Luna. Gabby is an open-minded, courageous risk-taker with a great sense of humor and dry wit. Her snake, Coffee's bee's name was inspired by Cardi B. Gabby is caring and reflective with a deep thirst for knowledge. She is a disciplined and hard-working student. Let's give Gabby a round of applause. Ariana. Ariana Defosse is a kind, reflective person. She is calm, cool, and collected, but possesses a fierce sense of justice and equality. She is an effective advocate for herself and for others. Ariana is inclusive and reaches out to others with compassion and caring. She is also generous, sharing her creative ideas with other students. Ariana is a hard worker with a thirst for knowledge who consistently shows originality and deep thought in her work. Let's give Ariana a round of applause as she navigates. Mina is curious, hardworking, and dedicated to her studies. She is a risk-taker who challenges herself academically and consistently seeks to improve herself. Mina has a strong will and sense of justice. She notices and looks out for ways to be caring and inclusive. Mina is an empathetic and kind friend who has shown so much growth over the years and works hard to make life better for everyone. Mina is unfailingly polite and caring about her peers' feelings and well-being. Let's give Mina a round of applause. Blumen. Being outgoing yet compassionate, Ian is an inspiring role model for his peers. He has a strong sense of fairness, mixed with just the right amount of playfulness. Ian watches out for others and steps in if he sees they need help, cheering up, or if they need cheering up, or to be included in the group. Ian is also an outstanding soccer player who has learned discipline and commitment. He has matured into a responsible, independent student who takes on challenges and pushes himself to succeed. Ian's fun-loving nature belies the integrity and intelligence he brings to every situation and will hold him in good stead in the future. Let's give Ian a round of applause. Samantha is a thoughtful, creative, and kind person who continues to grow stronger, smarter, and more compassionate every day. She is a hard-working student with a positive attitude towards learning. Samantha is an active learner who shows respect and flexibility when working with peers. She is a quiet but highly observant thinker who, although she may not yet admit it, has grown as a risk-taker and become a very effective presenter and communicator. Behind her shy demeanor is an iron will, which will aid her in all aspects of life in her future. Please join me in applause for Samantha as she comes up. Arnaud. Arnaud Nandakumar is a champion speller. Arnaud is dedicated to his passion and approaches it with discipline and determination. He has competed twice in the National Spelling Bee, getting to round 7 in 2018 and round 3 in 2019. Arnaud brings his energy and fun to class, and his sharp sense of humor usually draws laughs and brightens the day. Arnaud is a capable and knowledgeable student. The sharp intelligence and insight he brings to school will help him go far. Let's give Arnaud a round of applause. Isabel, a friend, a scholar, an advocate. These are some words that describe Isabel. Regardless of the subject or topic, she consistently has a thoughtful and creative approach and delivers thought-provoking, original work that shows deep insight. Isabel is a quiet leader who walks the walk and doesn't just talk the talk. She is mindful of those around her and is an enthusiastic classmate who likes to accept challenges and to explore the great beyond. Isabel has grown into a strong, intelligent, and proactive person who consistently helps others. Let's give Isabel a round of applause. So, this is the moment I've been dreading, because the next person is my youngest daughter, Amelie Boura. perceptive and knowledgeable. She rarely fails to flash a smile or say a kind word. She has contributed to the growth of the group with her positive attitude and creativity. Amelie is intellectually curious and a passionate learner whose keen insights have been a great asset to the group. Her enthusiasm is contagious to those around her. One teacher wrote, and I quote, "Everyone is a better person just being around Amelie." Tralee Rokastan, a strong sense of social justice and leadership skills, makes Tralee a brilliant, empathetic advocate who brings to bear wisdom and strength beyond her years and knowledge and understanding of the world around her. She passionately cares for those less fortunate while showing appreciation to others with small gestures that carry great meaning. Tralee often brings a contagious joy to all she does. She is an excellent communicator and advocate, an inquirer, and a hard worker who is well balanced academically and socially. Let's give Tralee a round of applause. Gavin Saunders. Gavin carries a quiet strength, not one to call attention. He lives each day with integrity and insight. Behind a quiet facade lies a keen wit and intelligence and great charm. He will regularly come up with an idea or solution no one else has thought of. His humor is desert dry and subtle, likely to evoke a chuckle from adults around him. Gavin is also sensitive and compassionate. He takes the IB learner profile traits to heart and lives them. He is a good friend and a great person. Let's give Gavin a round of applause. Ella Williams. Our most recent addition, Ella brought new energy to the class, yet fit in as if she'd always been a part of Magellan. Ella is a resourceful, skillful, hardworking, and capable student. She is open-minded and has a knack for generating consensus from a group that may have wildly different ideas. This takes a nimble mind and true leadership. She has left an impression of wit, intelligence, and leadership, which we know will carry her far in the future. Let's give Ella a round of applause. Students, this is now your moment. I'd like to invite you to stand up and drop off your things with your parents for just a moment.
¿Qué le dieron en la cajita? En la cajita que...
Those roses were specially chosen for you, parents. In closing, I would like to invite our head of school, Scott Hibbard, to deliver the closing speech for tonight.
Middle school graduates, I congratulate each and every one of you for having successfully completed the very challenging IB middle years program. For some of you, I know it has been a 10-year journey here at Magellan. For others, the journey has been far shorter, but I know each of you forms an integral part of the class of 2019 and has certainly left a special mark at Magellan. As you move into high school, I have just a few words of advice for you. As you know, part of our job as educators and part of your parents' job is to help prepare you for the frustrations and failures of the real world. We strive to teach the virtues of grit, tenacity, perseverance, and the ability to never give up. Grit gives us resilience, and resilience is the ability to respond positively to setbacks. Lately, there's been a lot of research on the topic of resilience. It's quite a buzzword out there, but the research does show us that having a positive outlook in difficult circumstances is the most important predictor of resilience. Dr. Dennis Charney, the Dean of Mount Sinai School of Medicine, conducted a study of 750 Vietnam War veterans who were held prisoners of war for between 6 and 8 years. And many of them were tortured, kept in solitary confinement, but these 750 men were remarkably resilient. Unlike many fellow veterans, they did not develop depression or post-traumatic stress disorder after the release, even though they endured extreme stress during their capture. And what was the secret? Well, Dr. Charney found, after extensive interviews and tests, that there were 10 characteristics that set these men apart. And the top one was optimism. Number one was optimism. And humor and having a meaning in life or something to live for were also important. Other research shows that having a positive mood makes people more physically resilient, or more simply stated, simply healthier. And believe it or not, if it weren't for resilience, Mickey Mouse wouldn't exist. Back in 1928, Walt Disney had lost the rights to his new star character. And that character's name was Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. And he lost those rights to a distributor in New York, and he also at the same time lost the animators and quite a bit of money. And before boarding a train in New York to go back to California for the 3-day trip back to California, he sent his brother a telegram. He didn't send him a WhatsApp or a text or anything. He sent him a telegram, and the telegram said, "Don't worry, everything okay. We'll give details when I arrive." He then boarded the train and started sketching a new character. And later that year, Mickey Mouse starred in Steamboat Willie and went on to become the #1 cartoon character in the world. Optimism is far more likely to lead to innovation. And I think we can all agree that probably the world is better off with Mickey Mouse instead of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. So graduates, as you head up to Anderson High School, Austin High, Lhasa, Round Rock High, Round Rock High? Yeah, I think I saw that on one of the surveys, Round Rock High, and Westwood High School at the end of the summer. I do urge you strongly to look for the silver lining in any clouds that may appear. You're going off, it's a big adventure, it's not going to be easy. This is a family, like many of the people have said here at Magellan, but we know that you're ready for that challenge, and look for ways to grow wiser through adversity and to always stay positive. In closing, I'd like to thank all of the members of the Magellan community who have helped you be successful in middle school, starting with your classmates, of course, your dedicated and hardworking teachers, your caring counselor, Colleen, who is here this evening, Mr. Nicholas, of course, the deputy head, And I think it's really telling to see, we have some teachers from your past here, Ms. Galarza, who was your teacher in different grade levels, and I know she helped Ian during his transition to Magellan many, many years ago, when he perhaps didn't love Magellan at the time. We have Miss Michelle. Is Michelle? Yes, Miss Michelle, who's here also, who's 4th grade teacher for some of the kids. And I think that's, shows you how much that you're loved by your teachers. I think there's probably more teachers here than students. So also that tells you a little bit about Magellan and the attention that you get as students and being in a small school. But I never hear anything but praise and positivity from your teachers about you as a group of students. I also would like to say a special thanks to Miss Marissa, who I'm sure, probably not at this time, because in Stockholm, I think she's in bed, but I'm sure she's thinking of you in these days. I was just in touch with her this week, and we're in touch regularly, and she thinks and misses y'all, and other people a lot here in the Magellan community. And of course, I need to recognize and thank the founder, who wouldn't be here if it weren't for Aaron Desfossé, who is here in our audience as a proud dad this evening. And so thank you, Aaron, for founding Magellan and for making it possible that we're all here this evening. So congratulations. Congratulations to the class of 2019. We're all very, very proud of you. You are now officially graduates of Magellan International School.